The official trailer for Avengers Doomsday just dropped, and I've given it a few hours to kind of reflect on my thoughts on it. I'm a big Marvel fan, have been for basically my entire life. This trailer for me feels somewhat weightless. It doesn't feel like the Infinity War trailer. It doesn't feel like even the Age of Ultron trailer, which I think is one of the best trailers in general. I've already talked to some people about it who have had varying thoughts, but for me, I am excited for the idea behind it. I think the story here is great inherently. The fact we get to see Doom and incursions, I think, is a great mesh. That being said, I don't think they do a great job of explaining it in the trailer. The trailer is just a lot of characters being there and characters fighting, and then we see Doom, and then it's over. And oh yeah, Steve Rogers shows up. I'm very worried about Sam Wilson's Captain America in this film and his inclusion. And while some might not agree, I'm very excited to see these new characters in an Avengers setting. I followed pretty much every project leading up to this point. I know some haven't. How are they going to attack that? I've seen people say that basically this is going to be a jumping off point from Endgame where you don't really need to have seen any of that stuff, but what's the point of all the stuff? The pieces are there, but are they going to be able to pull it off? The Russo brothers have been able to handle 60 plus characters in a film before, but think back to the most recent projects that they've worked on, not been the greatest. To those who have said there's been no setup, I disagree pretty strongly. I think there's been a lack of setup though. There should have been an Avengers movie in between Endgame and this film. We have established teams with established emotional boundaries and relationships. Are they going to work together when they bring, 5 of them together? Infinity War pulled off some fantastic pairings. Are we going to see something to that level? What characters are going to be at the forefront? What are they hiding? These are questions that we still do not know. Because of that, my expectations are not set for this film yet. I'm more optimistic than I think others might be. All of this has been a pretty long-winded way of me getting to say, I'm very fucking excited to see Ant-Man on the big screen. We need Ant-Man in a good film again. I fucking love Ant-Man. Shang-Chi, the X-Men, fucking Gambit. The fan urges are still in me. I think this has a chance to recapture that magic. I actually think the film looks pretty interesting visually, but I still don't think we have enough to give a basis judgment of this film. I want to hold on to that glimmer of hope that I've had since a kid. I mean, seeing all these characters on the big screen, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, never happened yet. So this could either be fantastic, no pun intended, or ruin the future of the MCU and a lot of these Marvel characters, which I don't want to happen. Of course, watch the trailer and form your own opinion. Remember, all movies are art, and of course, follow for more.
We have our first official look at Avengers Doomsday. This is not a teaser trailer. This is a full-on trailer, and this does not look very good. I want to preface this by saying before I get any hate, the Infinity War trailer drop day was one of the greatest cinematic days of my life. I watched it 1,000 times back to back to back, so the fact that this trailer did absolutely nothing for me kind of makes me really sad. I wanted to be excited for Avengers Doomsday. But Avengers Doomsday just kind of reeks of desperation and panic from Marvel Studios. I mean, the RDJ weird accent and his return in general, the Fox X-Men coming back once again, and the weird Channing Tatum Gambit fake nostalgia that the studio is pushing on us, and the ending of the trailer with this grand reveal of Steve Rogers just looking like a regular guy is kind of hilarious. We already knew he was coming back. You subjected us to 4 weeks of teasers a few months ago, and he was one of them with his child. But aside from the full court press of fan service moments they're trying to serve up, I think this trailer just looks aesthetically terrible. Like, was this filmed in a shoebox? Yes, I will give them credit. Cyclops suit looks really good. I am pumped that we are getting that in live action. But honestly, everything else here just looks so bland. It all looks like CGI, like it's green screen to the max. Nothing is actually physical or tangible. Specifically, the Thor and Doom fight at the end of the trailer felt like one of those tweets you would see where this guy is like, oh, Hollywood's shaking because I made this entire movie in AI. And then you watch a second of the clip and it's the most dog shit thing you have ever seen before. That's exactly what I saw in the Doomsday trailer. From the Stranger Things blocking to the sloppy CGI all over the place that looks like a PlayStation 1 game, this is one of the ugliest movies that we will get this year. And the fact that they're trying to cash in on this fake Infinity Vision campaign because they couldn't get IMAX screens because a good movie's actually coming out, Dune Part 3, is probably the funniest part of this. Like, guys, just move your release date by like 3 weeks and then you can have all of the IMAX screens for 3 weeks. At the end of the day, as much as I am hating on this trailer, I do want this movie to be good. I love superhero movies, I love comic books, and I specifically have loved a lot of stuff Marvel has made. But bringing the Russos back, RDJ, Steve Rogers, Channing Tatum's Gambit, and the Fox X-Men, feels like Marvel Studios admitting defeat that post-Endgame they haven't been able to get anything off the ground. Like, this movie is just the ultimate pathetic whimper of loss. And yet, here I am buying tickets for Avengers Doomsday 6 months in advance. Yes, I bought my ticket because I'm an absolute simp for the theatrical experience. The Avengers Doomsday trailer really disappointed me, but of course I want to hear your thoughts down below. Even if you loved it, tell me why you enjoyed it.
So the Avengers Doomsday trailer has just dropped, and I personally don't know how I feel about it. I've just realised I am wearing a t-shirt that is Doctor Doom's colour as well, which is pretty cool. But I don't know how I feel about this trailer after the first impression. I watched it and I just felt nothing. And it's a shame because when I was younger, I was obsessed with Marvel. I was obsessed with the whole franchise. Captain America was always my favourite. And you would have thought I would have felt something with the shot of Steve Rogers in the trailer. I didn't feel anything. The fact that also as well we saw him grab Thor's hammer. We've seen that. I didn't feel like any excitement or like I wasn't gagged by it or anything. I was like, what? And like, it's a shame because I will be going to go see this film because the thing with Marvel is that I kind of fell off, and there's a lot of recent Marvel things, the TV shows or even films, that I haven't actually gone to go see and I haven't watched, just because I lost interest in it so much. I didn't like how overkill it was, where you had to watch this to understand why this is happening in this film and why this links back to another film. It was just too much brain power for me. Like, it was exciting in the lead up to Infinity War and Endgame, but I just found it a bit overkill. But yeah, with this trailer, what's going on in this film is my question, because I feel like we just kind of got a bit of nothing, and we just kind of showed every single character that's in this film that's looking really scared and really worried, and like, I don't know how I feel about it. On the other hand, like, something that I am glad about is that there is so much left open. Like, we don't know what's going on in this film. And I feel like recently with a lot of films that have come out, the trailer just gives away too much. So on the other hand, like, it is quite exciting, the whole like mystery element of it. Just, yeah, I don't know how I feel. I feel like I need to go and watch it a few more times. I will be going to go see it in the cinema anyways, and I will be going to go see Spider-Man next week when that comes out, because that is a film that I'm very excited for. But in terms of Avengers Doomsday, from the films that are left to come out this year that we know about, it's not even in my top 5. I'm sorry, Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping takes the #1 spot for the film I am looking forward to the most. But yeah, how is everyone else feeling about this film? Let me know in the comments. What are we thinking? I obviously, like I said, will be going to go see it, but I just feel like I need more. I need more to be excited about, and it's just not giving me that at the moment. So one more thing that I actually really like about this is the poster that Marvel dropped at the same time as the trailer. I really like that. That's really cool. But I do need more.
That's got to be the greatest thing I've seen in my entire life. The trailer for Avengers Doomsday was absolute gas. But I can't help to think that we are all going to be blindsided. Everybody in this room not going to survive this nigga. This nigga Dr. Doom aura farmed the entire trailer. The way he stands, every angle that this man is in is aura farmed. First of all, get that shit out of here. What does he think is going to happen here? I don't know about y'all, but I have a huge feeling that, yeah, Thor about to get knocked out. This is not going to go well for him. This is one of those moments, the moment when I realized type shit. This is probably like the most wholesome part of the movie trailer, but I just feel like they not going to survive, bro. I feel like this might be it for them too, but them two. It's going to take the both of them. They got to either fuse together to beat this nigga Doom. Nothing is phasing this nigga. Look at it. Why does this nigga aura farm every single frame, every single shot? This is... Bro, honestly, I'm on his side. I'm on his side. This is straight gas. If you ain't seen this trailer, go check out the trailer. This shit was amazing. Come back and let me know how you feel about it in the comments. But if you say anything stupid, I promise you, you're wrong.